Are you an old soul? Signs what it really means. Introduction. An old soul is someone who is believed to have a more mature and developed outlook on life than others. These people are described as being wise beyond their years and possessing a deep understanding of the world around them. While there is no scientific definition of an old soul, it is generally accepted to be a term used to describe someone who is different from the mainstream. Some of the traits often associated with old souls include being creative, intuitive, introspective, and compassionate. These characteristics can make people feel like they belong in a certain age group or generation. The idea that some individuals may possess these qualities at a young age has also been called the wisdom of youth. Signs of an old soul: you're drawn to spiritual things. Have you been told you act older than your years would suggest? Do you find yourself being drawn to spiritual things? Are you often told that you have an old soul? If so, you may be an old soul. Old souls are individuals who are usually more spiritually minded than others their age. They often find themselves drawn to things like meditation, yoga, and other forms of spirituality. People have always been fascinated by those who seem to have something special. The person who is wise beyond their years, the one who seems to have seen and experienced more than anyone else, we call these people old souls. You're empathetic and compassionate. Do you always put others first? Do you find yourself constantly worrying about the well-being of your loved ones and friends? If so, you are likely very empathetic and compassionate. These are wonderful traits to have, but they can also be a bit of a hindrance at times. Old souls often possess these qualities in abundance. They tend to put themselves last when it comes to making decisions or taking action on behalf of someone else. This makes them great listeners, caregivers, and nurturers. However, this same trait may make them hesitant to take risks for fear that something bad will happen to those around them. Old souls are deep thinkers. In many cultures, it is believed that people are born with a certain soul age. This is determined by how deeply that person thinks, and how much experience they have. Generally, young souls are more carefree and innocent, while old souls are deep thinkers who have experienced a great deal of life. Old souls tend to be wiser than their younger counterparts because they've had time to learn from the experiences in their lives. They also understand what's important in life and can see things others miss due to inexperience. You don't fit in. In the current society, there is a heavy emphasis on being young and hip. This mentality often leaves people feeling like they have to fit into a certain mold in order to be accepted. However, there are those who choose to break away from this societal norm and embrace their inner old soul. Some people believe that having an old soul can be a burden, as old souls often find themselves alienated from the world around them. You're probably not like everyone else your age. You don't care about the same things and you don't have the same interests. That's because you're not like everyone else. You see life differently from others, and it shows. Old souls are patient and slow to anger. An old soul is patient and slow to anger. They have been around long enough to know that life isn't always fair and that there are things beyond their control. They don't get upset easily, and they are usually content with what they have. An old soul is wise and compassionate, and they often see the best in people. They are tolerant and forgiving, and they don't hold grudges. Old souls are gentle and kind, and they strive for peace and harmony. Their inner strength gives them a calmness about themselves. Many old souls are spiritual beings who can communicate with otherworldly entities. Some of these spirits even come back into our world as angels or guides. Old souls spend time alone. Old souls may spend much of their time alone due to their inability to connect with others their age. Their joy and interest come from different aspects of their true authenticity. Because of this, they may spend their time writing, or creating art or music. Creative expression is an excellent outlet for old souls. In a world where people are often defined by their age, there are those who defy categorization. They are the old soul. Though they may have the physical appearance of someone much younger or older, their minds and hearts inhabit a space far beyond their years. Old souls have a depth and maturity that is often missing in those who are bogged down by the mundane details of life. Though they may be few and far between, old souls are a special breed. In the modern world, it is often believed that youth is the key to happiness and success. However, there are many people who defy this norm and instead find their purpose in life after reaching a certain age. Contrary to popular belief, old souls are not defined by their age, but by their wisdom and understanding.